Hello and welcome back to Silverstone for round 3 of the BSRTC Engine Oils Direct Touring Car Championship. My name is Andrew Woodhouse once again, and joining me is Adam Bath, and for race 3, Dan Blake. Gentlemen, hello.
Yes, good evening Andrew, and good evening Dan as well. Welcome to the third race of the evening. Usually the most chaotic event of the evening. We've just got over 1 minute to go before the event starts, and Dan, I'm looking forward to this race. Are you?
Yeah, very much so. Race 3 in previous seasons has been quite frenetic, so if you think the first two or anything, just wait till you see this one, guys.
Yep, not long left in warm-up, just under a minute left, so just time to run through the top 10 in the driver's standings. So after 2 podium finishes in the first 2 races, Ashley Sutton is 34 points ahead of Simon Field, who got a good result in the last race. Graham Carroll's consistency has paid off with 3rd. Linus Broström got a good result in race 2, he's 4th. Stefan Hoog, race 1 winner, had a terrible race 2, he's 5th. Laura Bond up to 6th after she agonisingly lost the podium on the last lap of race 2. Adam Terry in 7th, just a point behind. Then Matt Walker for Lugnuts Racing, Andreas Katz for Karcher, and Robert Plumley for CQR in 10th. Boys, what should we look out for in the 3rd race of the day?
I think we should look out really for Ashley Sutton, because he managed to come from 15th in race 1 to win race 2. Can he do the same from 16th? It's going to be hard.
Yep, Dan, anything from yourself, mate? What should we look out for in this race?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good race. As we said before, we've seen Ashley Sutton and his going through the grid before. He's a very talented driver, as Ashley, as we've seen before, and I think he will be up there in contention again today in this race.
Alexander Smolensky's on pole. Adam, what sort of chance has he got of finishing with a good result today?
Sadly, Andrew, I don't think he's got that high of a chance, because usually the people that start at the front of race 3 tend to drop back. However, I could be proven wrong. Jerome Kaiser, he's a proven entity as well. I think I remember him getting 2nd in Season 5 at Road America. So let's see if he can get a good spot in race 3. Not long to go now before the start.
Yep. Just waiting for the last few cars to line up on the grid. Your own Kaiser as well, to complete the front row. Going to be a difficult one for Alexander Smolensky here. However, when the revs rise, be very, very shortly, round 3 will get underway. So the red light's coming on here at Silverstone for race 3, and the green light is on, and Smolensky didn't get the best getaway. Kaiser did, and he's going on the outside into Cobbs. You've got Gregory and Kraft behind.
Yes, and Kaiser's going to try and go around the outside. I don't think he's going to be able to get it done, but he does have a go. He's going to try and get into the slipstream with Smolensky. Smolensky still has the lead as we head into Maggotts and Beckett's, and Kaiser pulls out. Thinks better of it going into Maggotts and Beckett's.
Everybody got through Cops cleanly, Danny, surprised? Oh no, somebody's off at the background. There's a few cars off through the complex.
Steve Walker's one of them. He's down at the back in the DEG racing car, and I think a DMR car is involved as well.
Oh, we've got a little collision. Liam Fassam and Colin Steele at the front, though. Alexander Smolensky still leads, and then you have Kaiser, Gregory, Kraft, Laidler almost looking at the inside there, and Katz, and then Ellis Stevens. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, and that's Plumley, I think.
Yes, it is. Plumley's hit the barriers, and I wonder he's just sustained damage to a CQR car coming back onto the track. He hits one of the Engine Oil Direct cars.
He's alright though, he's managed to keep it in a straight line, so good driving from him, avoiding wrecking anybody else's race. He's trying to cut around the outside of Steve Richardson there, I think.
Here comes Jerome Kaiser round the outside of Smolensky. Surely he can't get that move done into Brooklands. He's going to try and go around the outside. Smolensky has the inside line, and Kaiser has to slot back into 2nd place. But Kaiser already asserting his authority at the front already. Kaiser
has enough space. Could try and do the cutback there through Brooklands. Benjamin Gregory in 3rd, side by side with Russell Laidler now, and Daniel Kraft for 3rd and for 4th. Yeah, 3rd and 4th. And Andreas Katz in P6. Oh, looking yeah, P5 now is up the inside of Kraft.
Yes, and a good start also by our race 2 winner, Ashley Sutton. He is currently in 12th place, so he's managed the first few corners safely, and he's side by side with one of the Engine All Direct cars.
It's Simon Field. So Field, who had a good start to this championship, now he will be, well, he'll be looking for a great result here as well. You know, this is effectively the fight, Adam, for the lead of the championship between these two.
Yes, so they'll be trying to get the position straight away. Next week we head to Virginia International Raceway. That's an unknown quantity. Wow. And Simon Field will be trying to get those points back from Ashley Sutton. Into Stowe they go. Simon Field's got the advantage over Ashley Sutton as we head into Vale. Smolenski's just starting to pull out a bit now over Jerome Kaiser.
Yep. So slightly surprising in your opinion, is it?
Yes,
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see these two pulling away. I wasn't expecting them to be dropped back, but Ben Gregory is now coming under pressure from Katz as we head into Bridge.
I think Gregory at the head of a few trains so far today, but so far these guys driving cleanly within the top 10. So also having a look is Ellis Stevens, who started races well so far today, but then he's not really moved forward, has he, from the early gains that he's made.
And Simon Fields now lost the place to Ashley Sutton, because Ashley Sutton's now up into 10th place. We don't really know where to look at the moment, because Ben Gregory is coming under immense pressure from Katz through Woodcote across the line to start another lap. Smolenski and Kaiser, they're pulling a massive amount of lead over this pair who are stuck behind this pack really, who is behind Gregory, but Katz has got the good run through Cops and he has managed to get past Ben Gregory. One of the EG cars there going off in the background. Can the CQR car get past as well? Yes, he can. So Gregory, who was in third a few seconds ago, is now down to 5th.
Laura Bonds had a poor start, down to 19th from what was 13th on the grid. It's also been, let's have a look, not a very good one so far for, well,
here comes Ashley
a couple
Sutton.
of guys down there. Sorry, yep.
Ashley Sutton in 10th place. He wants to get past Adam Terry, who's in 9th. A good, consistent race meeting by Adam Terry. He's managed to finish round about those positions the last few races, but Ashley Sutton still needs to be aware of the threat coming behind him in 11th place of Simon Field. This pack side is, Andrew, is really, really wild as we head into Club and Vale once again. You do not want to end up in the wrong place because you could end up having contact and damaging your car.
Yeah, they were almost 3 wide through that section, 3 abreast, and you can see just in front of Sutton, Adam Terry now having a look. Graham Carroll holding him up. You can see though, can't you? I mean, we mentioned it briefly in race 2, just how bunched up this field can get.
Yes, and Ellis Stevens looks down the inside, I believe, of Dan Craft there and forces one of the cars out wide as we head into Priory. He's going to get pretty close up here. Ashley Sutton doesn't want to damage his car as Simon Field could have having a go into Brooklands.
Tiny bit of contact with Sutton and Carroll as well, now bumping around. Sutton's trying to go around the outside. He's going to struggle to keep the momentum there. He's turned back into Carroll and he's been shoved off the track for his troubles, and he's hit Carroll and Carroll's off.
Wow,
I'm not sure he should have kept his foot in there.
You do not want to mess with Ashley Sutton. We saw that in race 1 and Elizabeth in race 2.
And you can see now Linus Broström getting the same treatment. I'll be honest, I'll be surprised if that one doesn't go to the steward.
Yeah, I'm sure that he was either got hit off again. I think it was one of the Apex Racing TV cars, was it?
Carroll. It's Carroll. But I think when he already turned Carroll, he just kept his foot in, and that's the old console gaming trick, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right there, and Ashley Sutton now, who was in around about 8th place, is now down to 12th and behind Linus Broström. Not what he needed, but either way, he's still probably going to be coming out of this race with a pretty good, strong championship lead. An update on the people that crashed out in race 2. Stefan Hook is up into 19th place, and Jamie Rushworth, he's up in 23rd place as well. So those people that finished high in race 1, they're trying to work their way back up with the order.
Yep, we've lost Ben Palmer and Halit Ertas as well. They had contact with, I think, separate incidents on the first lap. Let's have a look. Jamie Rushworth 24th, just behind David Baker. So those two have got quick cars, haven't they, Adam? But neither of them had a very good race 2 at all.
Yeah, it's not what they wanted for the championship, as we're looking for the battle there for 6th place, I think. That was one of the Elite 220 cars. I think that was Ellis Stevens trying to get past one of the cars. There's more contact, huge incident.
Cars into the wall. Daniel Craft.
Yes, that was a huge incident. So, I'm surprised why the car didn't flip over there.
They're pretty durable, these Kias, though, aren't they?
Yeah, flat out into the bridge, and that happened. So Downcroft down to 20th place, and now he's holding up other cars as we head through Priory.
That was definitely an odd place for him to end up at the end of the accident, wasn't it? But you don't see that very often. You see Wojciech's now actually up into the top 15. He's trying to go around the outside of Richard Weil.
Yes, and I think we might have to cut away from that as well, because there's a battle for the lead here. Smolenski and Kaiser, they had a little bit of contact going
Kaiser's miles off the track, sorry.
They had a bit of contact there through Copse, and he might have kept his foot flat to the floor there as he goes through the Vegas complex and has to slot back in behind Smolenski. Smolenski desperate not to give away this lead. He wants that win for United Sim Sports.
Found out that Smolenski actually got a black flag in race 1 for apparently cutting the course. So but he's not cutting the course here today. He's actually pulling away from this field. Apart from your own Kaiser, of course. These two making a break for it.
Yeah, so what can Smolenski do? He's running part of the United Sim Sports team. Now that's a Pro-Am effort, and the Pro-Am Championship, the team that wins that, they get a $300 iRacing money. So they'll be desperate to win that championship, and second place gets $150. So desperate United Sim Sports will be trying to score as many points as they can for that team's championship as one of the
Simon
CQR
Field
cars.
And, sorry, Adam, through club, we got Simon Field and Adam Terry is now side by side with Ellis Stevens, and Stevens and Terry through Abbey, just shoving Terry a bit wide there with Stevens, but into bridge he's not going to be able to contest this, is he? Oh, he is. He goes around the outside. It's brilliant driving, and let me guess, is that Ashley Sutton up the inside? It is. So poor old Adam Terry losing a couple of places, and then Sutton up the inside into Brooklyn. Brilliant. Oh well, it was brilliant until Stevens rear ends him.
Yes, Ellis Stevens was the one that hit out, I believe, Downcroft at bridge, so he's got quite a reputation behind him as well. Ashley Sutton is now up into 7th place, and there's quite a bit of a gap now to 6th place Simon Field, who's managed to overtake Sutton as well.
Sutton's car looking exceptionally second hand after the contact with Graham Carroll, but that yellow machine, it's not hard to miss, and it's not hard to miss Sutton on the track either, is it? As we go into Copse and you see this battle, Sutton, Terry, Stevens, Janowski, Walker, Wojciech Sredidovic and Bob Brostrom and Weil and Laura Bond as well.
Kaiser's hit Smolenski. That's what happened. Kaiser has now got the lead, and Smolenski's going to try and hit him off. That's what he's going to try and do. Kaiser's got the lead, and I think that's Katz on the grass. We're going to go free abreast down the Hanger Straight with 6 laps to go here. Katz could be getting second place, and he might have thoughts about the lead here. Kaiser opens the door. Katz down the inside. He's going to get the lead here. Katz takes the lead. Laidler up into second, but that's not over yet. Here we go down to club, and that is Smolenski off, running across the grass. Kaiser holds on to second, I think, but Laidler has to slot into third. Wow, that was incredible.
It was indeed, and I think Smolenski was quite smart going into Stowe. He didn't try anything, he didn't try and squeeze the car into a gap that wasn't there. The man to watch out for, I think, with the most pace so far here is Russell Laidler in that CQR car.
Yes,
we've seen CQR have a very good meeting, Adam, sorry.
Yeah, CQR won here last season at the first race of the season for Ashley Sutton. They want to win some more races here. Smolenski, though, wants that third place back off Russell Laidler into Priory. He gets a good run.
And nearly goes Sutton got tagged by, I think it was Terry, and now Terry has Ben Gregory for company. So Sutton not having a very clean race at all here, ended up in 3 or 4 incidents with contact already.
Yes, but he's now up into 6th place, and it's probably going to need to be chasing after 5th place Simon Field. Katz has got the lead as he comes across the line to complete another lap. We've got just over 5 laps to go here. 5 laps to go now in this frantic third race.
And Swiatovic is actually past Terry, so Wojciech's on the move up into Copse. You can see trying to squeeze through is Ben Gregory as well, who looked like he was holding this train up, Adam, but he seems like he's on the pace when he gets behind another car. His car must work well in dirty air.
Yes, and one of the Elite 220 cars that I believe that's Ellis Stevens, he wants to join part of this pack as well. Wojciech Sredidovic doing a fantastic job. He was involved in contacts in race 1 and is now up into 8th place and is trying to go around the outside of Adam Terry. He's got the move done, I think. He might be even clear as we head down the Hanger Straight. Yes, he is. He's up into 7th place, so great driving by Wojciech Sredidovic.
And then you've got 2 cars from Lugnuts Racing, in fact 3 of them, isn't it? It's Janowski, sorry, it's just 2 of them, isn't it? Janowski and Walker. Oh, and Brostrom as well, actually. There are 3 of them in there. Oh, sideways and that. Oh, and well, I'm not sure who bore the brunt of that one. I think it was Richard Wilde, and he's actually just got in front of Ben Gregory anyway. So Laura Bond's made up 2 positions on that one. Stefan Hoog's up to 15th place. So he, again, it just shows, doesn't it, a bad race too. It takes a while to recover from that.
Yeah, we don't really know where to focus at the moment, Andrew. I'm trying to focus on which battles, and at the I'm going to try and have a look at the battle at the front again, because Kaiser was very close to getting past Katz into Bridge. He takes quite a lot of inside curb there into Brooklyn, so I don't think he'll get a slowdown. No, he doesn't. But we really don't know where to look, because Smolensky is getting onto the back of third place man Russell Layla. We're coming around 4 laps to go. Smolensky goes through the gravel, Katz comes around through Woodcut, 4 laps to go. Kaiser's got quite a speed advantage. He pulls out of the toe into Copse, but I don't think he's going to get the move done there.
4 seconds covers 6th to 16th. This is my first meeting of on BSR TV, and well, should be getting the popcorn out for this one, I think. Tremendous action.
Yes, you're right, and now we're going to come back to the battle for 8th. Ellis Stevens coming under immense pressure from Adam Terry as we head into Maggots and Beckett's. Can Ellis Stevens, he's the highest of the Elite 220 cars at the moment. Laura Bond down in 15th and Jamie Rushworth down in 20th, with Steve Richardson, who's with the other one, down in 25th place. So he's scoring the main points for Elite 220, and I think he might be able to hold on from Adam Terry as we head down the Hanger Straight. He's there, he's moving around just to disrupt the toe, and I think that's going to be bad, because here comes Adam Terry. I think Adam Terry's going to get it done here, down the inside into Stowe. They're both late on, extremely late on the brakes, and Adam Terry's got the inside line. Can he get the move done though into Vale? It means he'll be on the outside. They're still side by side here. This is fantastic. Into Vale, and look at one of the Lugnuts cars. They want to have a go. Stevens.
Oh,
brilliant.
Carried a lot of speed in there.
Adam Terry takes the lead back. Oh my goodness, while we were looking at that, Jerome Kaiser has hit Andreas Katz going into club. Hopefully Alex, our cameraman, will get a camera replay of that for you to watch. But it means now that Kaiser has taken the lead, Laidler into 2nd place, and Smolensky in 3rd.
Katz now down to 4th, so that's the 2nd race in a row he's come to grief with a bit of contact. Simon Fields in 5th, fairly sort of anonymous, but look at Wojciech. Wojciech's got the pace on Ashley Sutton here. But Sutton's car's very badly damaged, so it wouldn't be surprised if it's handling really badly. But he's still doing a great job up in 6th. Wojciech up the inside there, and he's going to make that one stick, I'm sure, into Copse Corner.
Yes, he does, and Ashley Sutton gives the place to Wojciech Savinovic. I wonder if he'll try and get back on the offensive into Copse. He closes in a bit on the Apex Racing TV car, but drops back a bit. I wonder if Sutton is sustaining a damage from a pretty hectic race for him. Of course, he was starting in 16th place after winning race 2. Great job by him there.
I was going to say the battle for 8th had calmed down, but that was a bit premature as Alan Terry about 6/10 in front of Linus Brostrom, and Stefan Hoog is in the middle of that as well. Hoog up to 10th place now, brilliant from him. He was 31st on the grid, Adam.
Yes, and once again we're seeing that Team O, when it comes to the Teams Championship, they do a brilliant job. We've got Sharon Kaiser, Team O driver, up in 1st position, and we've got Stefan Hoog down in 10th place as well, and he's trying to get past the Lugnuts Racing entry of Linus Bostrom through Stowe. He's going to try and go around the outside, but Bostrom thinks better of it into Club and Vale. Stefan Hoog desperate to try and get past the Lugnuts car here. He's going this way and that. Can he get a good run out of Club? He's right onto the back.
I think he just touched him there.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Andrew. Can he get the run here into Abbey? He's got really nowhere to go. He's going to have to try and hang it around the outside. Can he get it done into Bridge? They're going flat out through this corner. He has a look, but I think he's not going to get it done. Bostrom hangs on to 9th place.
It was almost like an oval racing move from Stefan Hoog. He just tried to disturb the rear of Brostrom's car, and he's now disturbing 9th place as he's in there. And and Smolensky's managed to get up into 2nd place as well. It seems of Laidler, so Kaiser in the lead. I mean, would you have picked Kaiser to still be in the lead here, Adam?
To be fair, Andrew, I don't think I did, and Kaiser has now got 1.3 second lead over Smolensky. So once again, the top 2, reversed, are now back at the front of the field. Can Smolensky, with 2 laps to go in this final race, close that gap and take a win? Can Kaiser hold on?
Well, Wojciech's very quick in 6th as well. Ashley Sutton's very slow. Wojciech did a 1:48.5, Sutton a 51 flat, so he's really struggling with that damage, and I'm not surprised, to be honest, most of it of his own making. As you can see Laidler now having a go at Smolenski down the hanger straight. I think Kaiser might have enough of a gap here on the penultimate lap. We're halfway around it, of course, on this old layout. It's pretty much the old Grand Prix layout here at Silverstone, so no arena section. And just seeing if Laidler, yeah, he's not really close enough at all, but he might be able to get a good run out of club, Adam.
Yes, I think you might be right there. And Svidovic, by the way,
Kaiser's gone very wide. Sorry, I don't know if that's. I mean, is that allowed to take that as a wide line? Is he getting an advantage there?
Well, it got an incident limit of 13, and as long as he doesn't exceed that, that should be fine. But it has allowed Smolenski and Laidler to close in quite a bit. The gap is definitely less than a second, which it was at the end of the hanger straight. So we could be setting up here for quite a fine, epic final lap.
Look, he's got quite a bit of understeer in that car. I wonder if his front tyres are just struggling just a little bit at this point in the race, and you can see as well that the battle for 8th is still going on, and actually Hoog has got up into 8th place ahead of Terry now. So Stefan Hoog, and if you're him, I think you'd be pretty pleased with that for the championship.
Yes, and another battle to focus on is the battle for 4th, because here comes Wojciech Svidovic round the outside of Andreas Katz into Kopp. Surely that move's not going to work. No, Svidovic is going to get a comeback. They hit each other, and that's allowed Simon Field to take them both. Simon Field's up into 4th.
Strange driving by Katz, actually. He didn't really commit to the corner, did he? It was almost like he might have had I think he could have had a screen freeze or something like that.
I wonder if maybe he's trying to stop Svidovic by going around the outside, by trying to weave him out of the corner.
Block the braking area, but it was odd driving. It didn't pay off for him though. So you can see that little gaggle as well still going on. Hoog and Terry and Brostrom and Stevens and Janowski, Walker, Wild, Bond, Hefford, Rushworth is now in there as well. Ben Gregory down to 18th place.
And also battle for second. Here comes Russell Laidler. Russell Laidler had a little bit of a go down the inside of Smolenski into Stowe. Now he's going to try and focus and get the run out of club. He's going to get it. I think they all go off the track. Here comes Laidler. He's going this way and that. Through Abbey. Could he be doing a move into Bridge? He does not want to lift off the throttle. He's going to try and go around the outside into Bridge and get the run into Priory. I think so. Might get the cup back. Smolenski desperate to hold on to this second place. Meanwhile, Jerome Kaiser's looking at this and thinking, great, I think I might have a shot at a win here. Smolenski's hanging on, and I think he might be able to have secured that second place, Andrew.
Yeah, really good defensive driving by Smolenski into the complex, but I think Laidler just tried to give him a little nudge through Luffield, but against all odds, Jerome Kaiser is going to come through, and he's going to take victory in race 3 here on BSRTV. Kaiser of Silverstone and Alexander Smolenski ahead of Russell Laidler. And then you've got Simon Field took 4th, so I don't know what happened to Andreas Katz. He must have had another shocking lap. And Ashley Sutton 7th, Stefan Hoog 8th, right behind him, right behind what I can only describe as his championship rival.
Yeah, so another good race for the championship contenders, we could say. However, this is only the end of meeting 1. We've still got another 10 more rounds to go. And just a heads up, next week we head to Virginia International Raceway, a brand new round to the championship, and it's going to throw up quite a few new questions to this championship.
Very, very different to Silverstone as well. Silverstone's smooth, it's wide. Virginia's narrow, bumpy, twisty. It's going to be tough for that Kia Optima, I'll tell you that.
Yes, I think it is. We saw at Bathurst last year, which was a new round to the championship. What kind of racing that brought, I'm sure Virginia will bring the same as well. Rounding up this lower half of the top 20, Stevens 11th, Janowski 12th, Matt Walker 13th, Laura Bond 14th, Richard Wild 15th, Steve Hefford 16th, Jamie Rushworth after a terrible race to 17th, Ben Gregory 18th, Aaron Gearing in 19th, and in 20th place is Robert Graham.
I've just noticed that Wild, Hefford and Rushworth were separated by 45 100ths of a second. So that must have been a really, really close finish. Something must have gone on at the end there. I wonder if Alex has a replay of that finish for us with Bond, Wild, Hefford and Rushworth just coming out of Luffield, it was all kicking off. In fact, in the whole last complex, it was all kicking off.
Yes, I've just had a look at the replay now, Andrew, and I'm hoping that Alex has it up, because it was actually pretty entertaining there. Rushworth was trying to squeeze in between the two drivers then. It ended with a crash for the Engine All Direct car, Steve Heppard.
Oh, big one for Hefford, but he'd already crossed the line. I just want to bring Alex in again briefly at the end of that one. I mean, you just like looking ahead to Virginia, you've got a lot of experience with that track. I mean, what these guys to expect there?
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, I'm back. I'm just trying to actually bring that replay up now. I might have jumped a bit too far back, but we should catch that little fight just while we're having a little chat. Yeah, Virginia, such a tricky track. I mean, the one good thing about these Kias is that they don't mind the odd bump or curb and things like that, and that's normally what you have to watch out for over at Virginia. So I think we're going to be up for a really good race there. More of the same kind of action. It's a lot easier to lose the car on the grass there, though. The grass seems to be very, very slippy at Virginia, massive runoff areas. So where we've seen a lot of guys being able to recover it, I think we'll see a fair few more incidents next week.
I think we might see a few guys getting lost there as well.
And I think we're using the northern circuit as well, so
okay,
not as many straights as compared to the full layout.
Just a last question for you, Alex, just before I have a word with Adam about the end of the race. Who impressed you? I mean, you're a World Championship Series driver. I mean, who caught your eye today?
I have to say there's so many you know, I don't think I could pick out one or two. There was some epic battles in there, and you know, even I mean, yes, there was a little bit of rubbing of some bodywork here and there, but I thought everybody drove really great, and you know, gave room pretty much where they needed to, and was considerate to their drivers. There's a lot of great names in this series that I think I'm going to get to know a little bit more familiar with over the next few weeks, and yeah, maybe I'll start name dropping a bit later on. But right now, that, you know, any of the guys sort of competing in that top 20, I think all really need a bit of a shout out, because you know, they had some epic battles out there.
Well, thanks very much for your hard work with the broadcasting, Alex, as well today.
Can I just say one thing just before we pop off as well? It's just that I know there's been a couple of little tiny background issues with mumble, chat and sound and things like that in the background. I've been trying to work those out, so just want to give a quick shout out to everybody in the team to say it's the first time we've all been working together as a commentary team and a camera crew, so we'll try and sort those issues out for next week. But just you know, thank you for your patience, guys, and you know, we look forward to trying to improve the broadcast as much as we can for the rest of the season, and you know, try and do the series justice.
Adam, just before we go, mate, just quick one. Who's your driver of the day, and what's your overall impression of the first round of what I'm sure is going to be a fantastic season?
Well, I think my driver of the day will have to be Ashley Sutton. I mean, he won the second race, scored a podium in the first race, and even though he sustained quite a bit of damage in the third race, he managed to get 7th place. So a great all-round job, and compared to Silverstone last year, this was pretty much 100% more better, more crazy racing like this. I think will keep us in good stead for the rest of the championship, and I can't wait for Virginia in a week's time, or the rest of the championship for that matter.
Well, you didn't manage to offend anyone with that driver of the day nomination, so you've achieved one goal for the day. Oh, thanks very much, mate. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a lot of fun today, and well, looking forward to Virginia now, eagerly. Rounds 4, 5 and 6. Thanks very much everybody for watching. Thank you very much to BSRTV for allowing us to do the broadcast for this one, and been a great afternoon, evening of touring car racing.
Sorry, we're just going to hold fire there just for a second. It looks like we might be able to get Jerome to jump in and have a quick chat with us here as well, just so we can grab an interview. So just as I've mentioned on the stream, that we can't actually drag anyone around at the moment. So yeah, if you're watching, you want to have a quick interview, jump down, and we're in the Skippy channel at the moment. So come and have a little word with us if you fancy a quick interview before we wrap the show up.
MJ, I've entered channel.
And Sharon Kaiser has entered the channel now. Thank you very much for joining us, Sharon.
Yeah, always.
what a great job. Congratulations on the victory. How was it racing with Andreas Katz and Alexander Smolensky? It seemed pretty tough.
Yeah, it was a really physical battle, and yeah, I've been watching the replays, and I can honestly say it's difficult to call. When I was driving with them, I thought I was further along their side, but in the end, I think we all came out quite good and had an awesome race. And to be trying this for 5 seasons and finally get a first win is a great feeling.
Yeah, congratulations, mate. We've got. When you were sat on the front row, did you think you could win this race? I mean, with the reverse grid, you're always thinking behind more than in front.
Yeah, I tried to think of the front, of course, but I saw the grid, and with Andreas in 5th, I knew it was gonna be a tough job in this case, but it worked good.
Yeah, well, that first win, like I said, a long time coming, but well deserved. Go and have a celebratory drink or something like that.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you next week at Virginia, my friend.
We will.
And alongside us also is Linus Bostrom, driving for the Pro-Am team Nugnus Racing. Good evening, Linus.
Hello.
Linus. Yep. Go on, Adam.
Yeah, great driving, Linus. Well done as well. I think you might have been one of the highest placed Pro-Am teams. This season we've got quite a few new rule changes, including $300 in prize money for the Pro-Am team. So just what does that mean for a team like this?
Well, we're putting a lot of time into it, and it's not just you go in and on race day and race. You actually got something to race for now, which makes, I don't know which word to use, but you have something to aim for. There's something to win. You get something for the work you do all season, so it triggers everyone to work harder and practice more and do better in the races.
Do you think that's paid off in the first round? I mean, it looked like you guys, you had a pretty good pace. You weren't very far off the front at all.
Now, we've been putting in a lot of practice before this race, and we've come together good as a group already, even though it's not been very long. Just keeping it together and keeping it on track, really, that's the key here. So we've been doing that good all day and communicating well. So.
What's your aim for the season? Would top 10 in the Drivers' Championship? Is that a realistic aim for yourself?
For me, I would be disappointed if we didn't get a top 10 in the Drivers' Championship, considering I finished 4th and 7th in the last 2 seasons I've been doing. And for the team, it's obviously to win the Pro-Am Championship.
I think you've got a good chance of doing that. You definitely had some good results today. Linus showed a lot of fight in those 2 races, didn't he?
Who did, sorry? I didn't really hear what you said.
I was saying to Adam that you showed a lot of fight in these 3 races today. Definitely a scrap up at the front.
To me or to Adam?
to you
yeah.
now.
Yeah, we had a good battle, and up at the front I was hoping that Laura would hold off Ash a bit longer than she did, because I knew Ash was quick. And then as soon as he caught me, I basically just let him go and tried to keep up with him to get 2nd place.
What did you make of the last race there? Starting 15th, finishing 10th. And was that hard fought for you?
It was a bit hard at the beginning. Then Ash obviously got past me early, so I tried to keep on to him and was going to try to follow him through the field, which obviously didn't work since someone got in between us. And then when I finally managed to get by my first teammate, Matt, I just saw a big crash in the mirror and someone went up in the air, so I thought they both got taken out. From then on, it was just keeping the pace and going for the gaps I could. And then when Stefan, who caught up to me, I knew he was quicker, so I basically just let him pass me to not lose any time to the others and get a top 10.
Well, like I said, well fought anyway. The last one from me, Virginia next week. It's a new round for the championship. So, what are you expecting there? And have you driven the track before?
I practiced in it for a GT series a couple of years back, and I've done a little bit of practice on it. And it's a very, very tight track. And when you get in the grass, you're going to lose a lot of positions, because
there's a lot of grass as well.
Yeah, it's banked away from the track everywhere as well. So it's going to be an interesting race, and you really have to stay on the track if you're going to have a good chance to win that race.
Adam, anything there for Linus before you go?
No, I was just saying congratulations, Linus. Very good driving, and hopefully to see you further up the grid at the Virginia International Raceway next week.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I'll do my best.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Got anybody else that we could grab in here?
No, I think that's around about it, Andrew. I think I really enjoyed this first race meeting, and if that's what it's like at Silverstone, which you could say is not the best track for racing, what's it going to be like next week at Virginia?
Wow, anything can happen. I mean, we've got the like I said, they're very twisty confines of Virginia, but very technical track, so it's gonna, it's gonna suit guys with a good balance. So they're going to be wrestling the car around out in the slow corners, so I'm really looking forward to it. Like I say, mate, thank you very much. It's been really enjoyable, and from everybody here, all the sponsors, and we're going to say thank you, and we'll see you next week at Virginia.